Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the opportunity to present my candidacy for the endorsement. As some of you know, I was the first candidate that Cape had endorsed ever in 2022, and I hope, looking back and reflecting on the last 2.5, 3 years almost, that I have done everybody proud who stood up and supported me for that endorsement. The last 2.5 years, I think, and a lot of this is on the back of my flyer, but I'm just, for the sake of being able to read through it more clearly, I've spent a lot of time trying to bring our shared values to the city of Kyle. And if you've paid attention historically, Kyle's not a town that really does a lot in terms of social issues. It's very infrastructure focused, water, wastewater, roads, development. And so, as someone who believes that Kyle needs to be a place for everybody, there were some things that I thought that we could have done collectively as a council to kind of bring some of those values to the city. And then the first being Pride. We did a Pride event, Pride themed market days. We've done it twice, and thanks to council members Harris and Rizzo, and with the help of Paul, we were able to make sure that it's not something that has to be approved anymore. It's just something we do. And that's really important because every year it's like it has to keep coming up, and we would have to vote on it. But now it's a thing. Like, that's a staple in the city of Kyle. Hanukkah, we did a Hanukkah event for the first time. And I think that's very important for us to be making it as inclusive as possible for as many people as we're growing, and we get more and more different kinds of people here. Something else is the cost of living has increased across the board, whether it's how much it costs to live here or your bills. The utility billing assistance program, something that is designed to help those who are the most marginalized and will be the most likely to be affected by the cost of living increases. So that's a program that this council has approved and will be moving forward. The mental health program, that you guys have heard me talk a lot about mental health. Michelle Zaumeier from Hill Country is sitting in this room. She and I worked together to create an outpatient, the first of its kind in the county, but also then it's subsidized by a municipal government, is an outpatient substance abuse treatment program for kids. As you know, many of you know, we've lost a lot of kids to overdoses over the past couple of years, and life as a kid has gotten more and more difficult. So that's something we've done and partnered with the school district, and thank you for Johnny for carrying water with that program. It's saving lives in our city, in our county. Property improvement program. So again, cost of living increases. We need to make sure that those who cannot afford to keep up their homes and don't have to leave as a result. And so this program is, again, subsidized by the city, but also by Habitat for Humanity. We partnered with them, so they match dollar for dollar everything we spend on property improvements. And the primary applicants for that program are seniors, veterans, single mothers, and those who are disabled. So the program is helping. Like, we doubled the budget this upcoming year, and that is something I'm very proud of, and this council stood behind unequivocally. So, water conservation rebate program. We're in a drought. We need to be doing more and more things. Councilmember Harris and I co-sponsored a couple different items that brought rebate programs and different opportunities for people to save money, but also recondition their behaviors around how they use water. It's not just, yes, we need to be bringing in more water, but yet we all need to be better with how we use the water we have. So that's also something really important to me. Small businesses created a small business launchpad program that helps small business owners focus on the thing that they're excellent at. If it's someone who wants to start a restaurant because they're a great chef, we need to help them be chefs and not help by helping them with permits and taxes and all the things that help small businesses get off the ground. There's a lot of stuff that I've been trying to focus on with the help of this council over the past couple of years, and I feel like we've done a really good job of trying to thread that needle at a time where there's just so much happening. And I really we're not finished. There's still more to be done, and the next 3 years is going to be when we continue to push forward those priorities. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Can I take questions, or is it just 5?
Really not. We didn't leave time for questions.
That's fine. You guys all know